Chapter 11. The Last Chance. The road leading to the rally point stretched like a gray gash cutting through the remains of a dead city, where collapsed slabs of concrete piled atop one another like the bones of a colossal creature laid open, and the sky above was still stained red by smoke that had never dispersed since the day this planet was torn from its order. Kael walked in front, his steps heavy but unhurried because behind him were two lives no longer capable of protecting themselves. Aaliyah breathed in ragged gasps, her small hand clutching the torn hem of his clothing, while her mother struggled to keep up, every step trembling as if a single strong gust could knock her into the ash-covered ground. They had walked too long, crossed too many ruined districts, avoided scattered patrols, bodies not yet cold, and distant roars that no longer belonged to anything human. Only when the flickering lights of the rally point appeared on the horizon did Kael realize that his body was shaking, not from cold, but from something more unfamiliar, something like hope, fragile enough that a single breath of wind could scatter it. But hope, in this age, always came with a price. When they arrived, the square that had once been a transport hub was now nothing more than an open expanse ringed by shattered walls and blackened metal frames. An evacuation ship hovered in the distance, its engines roaring in deep, rhythmic pulses as it prepared to lift off. Around it, a group of survivors had gathered, every face hollow, eyes dulled by exhaustion and fear. Yet even having reached this place, nothing was truly safe. An explosion thundered from the western district, followed by the heavy clash of metal, an unmistakable sound Kael had learned all too well. He halted, eyes narrowing. Space Marines. A few people panicked and began screaming, scattering in all directions, only worsening the chaos. Kael pulled Elia and her mother close, forcing them to crouch behind a fallen wall, while in the distance the massive figures in dark blue ceramite armor advanced, each step striking like a blow straight into the chest. Gunfire erupted. A man who ran too slowly was blown in half in an instant. Blood and bone sprayed across the wall, leaving a long red smear like a final warning. Kael clenched his teeth. He understood perfectly. If they stayed here, they would die. Another ship descended, its hatch opening. An officer shouted for the remaining survivors to board quickly, but the available space was far too little. Kael's gaze swept over the crowd, pushing and shoving over the desperate faces, then stopped on Aaliyah. She was looking at him, not with fear, but with something painfully familiar, something he had once seen in the mirror many years ago, before this world had broken him into someone else. Kael knelt down, placing both hands on Aaliyah's shoulders, feeling her small body tremble from cold and terror. "Listen," he said, his voice low and hoarse, yet strangely steady. "You have to go with your mother. Don't look back." Aaliyah shook her head, eyes wide, lips trembling as if she wanted to say something, but no words came. He turned to her mother, his gaze hardening. "You must hold on to her. No matter what happens, do not stop." The woman froze, then seemed to understand. Tears spilled over, but she did not dare make a sound. She nodded, tightening her grip on her daughter's hand. Kael straightened, feeling the familiar weight of the weapon in his hand, and another weight as well, one that had been pressing on his chest for a very long time. He gently pushed Aaliyah toward her mother, then turned and stepped backward, one step at a time, slow but resolute, as if he were the one walking into the darkness instead of fleeing from it.